Today, let us take some time to consider how we have been saved from the eternal torment of hell and guided to the eternal kingdom of heaven, the home of eternal happiness. Through this sermon, let us give thanks to Father and Mother for their abundant grace. People often speak about heaven and hell. It is common for people to think, you can go to heaven when you do good deeds, and go to hell when you do bad deeds. How can we discern between what are good deeds and what are bad deeds? Let us take a look at Matthew chapter 7, verse 21. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only he who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. Let us continue with verse 22. Many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name, and in your name drive out demons, and perform many miracles? Then I will tell them plainly, I never knew you. Away from me, you evildoers. When we look at the verse, away from me, you evildoers, we can understand the characteristics of an evildoer are that they are not acting in accordance with God's will. To put it simply, not doing God's will is equivalent to committing bad deeds. However, obeying and carrying out exactly what is God's will are good deeds. Those who do good deeds can enter heaven, and those who do evil deeds, that is to say bad deeds, will enter hell. This is why, in one English version of the Bible, evildoers is translated as those who practice lawlessness. If we no longer exist after living in this world, then there is no purpose for us to have hope or faith in anything else in our life. But didn't God say in the book of Hebrews that God has prepared an eternal world for us once our life in this world has come to an end? From the book of Genesis to the book of Revelation, God has given us many teachings. All these teachings have been given to us so that we can be redeemed from hell. That is why God enlightens us, showing us that only those who do God's will can enter the kingdom of heaven. Yet those who cannot enter heaven have no other choice but to go to the eternal fire of hell. Since such a world exists, God came down to this earth because He doesn't want us to suffer by going to hell, a place of great torment. We can see through the Bible that by coming in the flesh, God took upon Himself all of our sins and iniquities. It was this that caused Him to be crucified, so that He could forgive the sins of His children who are living surrounded by sin. Then shouldn't we also join in the work of saving the world by letting people know about God's holy teachings so that the whole world can be freed from their bondage of sin? Let us be the ones who lead the whole world to be purified by God's words of life. By this, let me conclude the sermon. Thank you very much.